you have been nurturing this for quite some time. You're worried that you've been operating under an illusion that this is a worthy goal for you. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. If you're not, press the button while you're here. Now, this is a general reading for whatever sign is in the title. It's a bulk introduction, as I always do for my new moon readings, so that you can fast forward past my waffle on the second and third ones that you watch, because I advise that you watch, obviously, your sun sign, but your rising sign and your moon sign. If you don't know what those are, there is a link in the description down below to get yourself a free birth chart. There's also a link to the Facebook page for this channel, where you can contact me directly if you're interested in a personal reading. So this is the new moon in Taurus for April. It's a special and a magical new moon. But let's just do the basic business first. It's a general reading. So general reading rules apply. If another person appears in this reading, roles can get reversed. I can be talking about you and mean them, or be talking about them and mean you. Although my readings are normally quite personal, so that doesn't very often come into play. This reading either is for you or it isn't. I'm using a Celtic cross, so there is a past and a present in the spread. If the past and the present don't fit, don't try and make it fit. If this reading's obviously not for you, have a look at your rising sign, have a look at your moon sign, have a look at some of the other wonderful new moon readers that are out there. And I would suggest that you ask a question prior to the reading. You don't have to, it's a general new moon reading, and I'll get into the new moon in a second. But if you want, ask a question prior to the reading. Take a moment to think about all of the questions that are around you. Focus on one of them, because that puts energy into the reading, which hopefully I will then give back to you in the form of the reading. That's how it's supposed to work anyway. Now, timing is not absolute, especially not with this one. Now, this could be a longer term reading. This is a very special new moon. It is new moon in Taurus, so it's very earthy, it's very practical. It's also very magical because it is conjunct Uranus. Uranus, the planet of the unexpected and the crazy. Now, intentions with it being conjunct Uranus, it implies a far larger cycle than just the general 6-month cycle from new moon to full moon in the same sign, or the 1 month cycle from new moon to new moon. And as we build up towards that new moon, you may find that you are coming up with new beliefs. Now, this is a time to make an intention based on those new beliefs. Now, that intention will not necessarily mature in the short term at all. But in the longer term, that intention is something that can direct events for years. However, it is a wonderful, magical new moon, but it's not going to feel that way. The sun is square Saturn, which means everything feels squeezed, trapped, there's stress and there's worry, everything feels unstable. And the fact that Uranus is there does help give that feeling of instability. But by this point, you should be isolating some new beliefs that you have acquired along the journey here. And it's time now to, not even to act on them, to intend about them. To say, not I'm going to do this tomorrow, but because I now believe this, I'm going to do this. Within the next month, within the next year, this is the general direction my life is going, whatever. It's a longer term intention with this moon. So I think I've covered up all the business there. So, as I say, there'll be a timestamp down below. Let me bring up the cards. Okay, Aquarius, I may well call this reading It's Too Late Now to Change Course, because there is something that you have been working on for quite some time, that you have been planning with on moving forward, and your plans are finally coming to fruition. You are Two of Wands here, is expressed by the word dominion, whereas I would normally see it as planning, but that whole dominion idea, that grasping of the two wands and unifying two forces to move forward, this is what you have been working towards. Now, you may have been distracted recently by some form of dream, some form of daydream, some form of airy-fairy goal because you was getting a little bit bored with what you were doing and it wasn't coming round enough. Well, now it is coming round. Now, I'm going to sound traditional tarot reader, you've got a new beginning coming, but Eos, the goddess of the dawn, often says a new beginning, but I don't want to say a new beginning with her this time. I want to say that it's like the light at the end of the tunnel. It is finally visible. The sun is finally starting to rise. This has been something that you committed yourself to quite some time ago, and it felt like the right thing to do. But basically, it caused you stress and worry. You know, it caused you a bit of internal conflict, but you seem to go, right, I am going to crack on with this. And the Lover's card being brought in by Spirit is giving you that option, that choice to commit, to actually say, yes, I'm going to do this, because your goal is within reach. You might be tired, but every one of those, now I don't want to say wounds, although it is the Wounded Warrior card, the Nine of Wands, but I don't want to say wounds. Every one of those points of exhaustion for you is a gift. It is a gift that will enable you to finally move forward, that Ace of Discs, to a new beginning, but not a new beginning, the new beginning that you have been working for quite some time. Because I feel like you feel that you've been emotionally resolved about how this process is going, but you may be being distracted by this, oh, look, shiny, sparkly, new dream. That way lies ruin. You know, we have the Ten of Swords here with the word ruin on the bottom. So yeah, that way lies ruin. Don't be distracted by this new dream, this new daydream, goal, or whatever, unless you can actually integrate it into what you was doing already. Because you have been nurturing this for quite some time. You're worried that you've been operating under an illusion that this is a worthy goal for you. But you have to have faith. You have to stick with the work that you have already put in. 8 of coins here, 8 of coins here. It is not an illusion, this goal that you have been working for. You need to stick with it. We have, from the Goetia, Murmur and Oribas. Murmur teaches philosophy perfectly, brings soul back from the dead to answer questions. So, as the Six of Wands, he's indicating victory. As someone who brings the souls back from the dead, it's almost like you're resurrecting this old idea that you've been working towards, but you've been feeling just a little bit bored with recently, because all of a sudden you're not quite there and you're plodding on and you're nearly there. The Nine of Wands is like the very last leg, and I've gone all out of focus. The Nine of Wands is like that last leg of the marathon where oh, I give up on the camera. Always happens when it's Aquarius. Is like that last leg of the marathon that you've gone through the wall already. You just have to keep going. Because if you don't keep going, everything that you've done up to that point will be a waste. 3 of Pentacles with Oribas indicates that there is forward motion. Grants the favour of friends and foes. Because I do believe that, you know, the support of other people, it's by chance whether you receive it or not. And that's what you found already. And if anything, you may have been working in secret up to a point, or not even so much, I don't want to say in secret, but that people haven't been paying attention. That's more what I'm seeing from this. But 3 of coins, again, giving that forward motion and recognition. but forward motion in a practical sense where you are taking the more mature dream, Prince of Cups here, as in the knight, not the page. You are taking the original dream, the established dream forward with the Three of Coins, with a little bit of solidity, a little bit of practicality with it, that it's going to have an effect. But this whole process has been for you to look within yourself. Simple as that. Look within yourself. You have known what you wanted to do, so you carry on and you do it, and do not be distracted by shiny things along the path. What stands against you right now is Sharon, transition, the ferryman Sharon. Now, what that is implying to me is do not change to the new fanciful dream that's opposing you here, is the challenge against you here. Stick with what you've been working with already, because it's about to bear fruit. It's about to bear fruit as long as you keep faith and keep working at it. We have the angel energy presiding over all of this, the angel of harmony. I live in harmony when I am at one with the source. You have been establishing this for some time. Why would you suddenly go against it? Moonology Oracle, I forgot totally about this. You're very close to achieving your goal. From the Queen of the Moon, we have the waning gibbous with wisdom, and the hunter moon with abundance. Again, implying that success is on its way. And then finally we have Remph, the angel of time. Now, I'll read this one out because I can't explain these cards better than the actual book does. And I feel like this description is particularly relevant here. Eternally vigilant and forever burning, Remph is the movement through space measured out with deft precision. Our footsteps upon the earth mark its passing, for we are all bound to time. One by one we tick and tock, and every life is counted, even as those lives pass. We are all sand, and seconds and moments, all fleeting. Fire burns until it doesn't. Lives are lived until they aren't. Dreams are dreamt until we wake. Remph stands by all of this counting. What better unit of measure than the souls that pass through the tree of life into Angelarium? Remph walks between the pillars of past and present, turning the corner in every second. Remph's movements can be seen in our own as a fulcrum between moments. Remph is saying, do not waste the time you have already spent. Keep going with what you have already been working on. And that's all the cards. You know, you are in danger of being distracted off of this path by this daydream, but the path that you have been choosing is a solid one. Stick with it. It will gain coin. It will gain real world 3D existence. So, if this means anything to you, Aquarius, comment down below. I've no doubt given you the like, share, subscribe speech. I can't remember. But there's a link to a Facebook group down there. Please come and join that. You can see when I post these, or the notifications bell will help with that sometimes. But you can see when I post these videos. You can see when I post the astrology videos that I watch. Other readers as well. So, you know, it's not just a page all about me. Just mainly about me. But in the meantime, I've no idea what your next readings are going to be. There might be the monthlies, they might be one of the retrogrades, or the fact of all of the retrogrades are happening. Other than that, see you soon. Remember, it's too late to change course now.